Joe Biden is the king of misinformation. Biden was on the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon over the weekend, and he's blaming his low approval ratings on misinformation out there. If it wasn't for misinformation, Joe Biden, in his mind, he'd be the greatest president of all time. So Joe Biden's the only one pumping out misinformation. You know what I mean? But Joe Biden's on Jimmy Fallon's Tonight Show and said that the only reason his approval rating is so low is because of all the misinformation out there. Yeah, Biden has apparently in his little mind he hasn't.
I was gonna say,
pumped out any.
Got there?
Yeah, he hasn't pumped out any misinformation. Yeah, us leaving Afghanistan, we didn't leave any people behind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We didn't pull the military out and then scratch our heads and go, hey, we forgot to grab all the people, all the U.S. citizens and supposedly the Afghans that helped us out.
Oh, geez, by the way, here's $81 billion worth of equipment that you can have.
Yeah, we didn't leave them $80 billion, $100 billion worth of tanks and airplanes. Yeah. What Biden did was just stuck Afghans on there, didn't even check their backgrounds or anything, and most of them that they shipped here didn't even speak English.
And there's a big warning about that too.
Yeah, some of them even had child brides with them.
Mm-hmm.
That's the other thing. January 6th, Biden's pushing that was an insurrection. They had no weapons, and the only people that got killed were Trump supporters. And the cops let them in, and the whole thing was kick-started by the FBI.
Yeah.
So we know that was misinformation. That wasn't.
Exactly.
That was no insurrection.
Just ask Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah. Or as Chuck Schumer likes to say, the erection.
That he wishes he could get.
Yeah. Pencil neck ships called it an erection too. They got a thing with erections. Go figure. Hey, Joe Biden said he'd be a popular president if it wasn't for all the misinformation about him out there. He went on the Tonight Show and told Jimmy Fallon that the only reason his approval ratings are low is because of all the misinformation out there. And I'm trying to say, Biden's the king of misinformation.
Oh yeah.
Everything, name one thing that Biden has told us that is true. They're trying to tell us that inflation isn't his fault.
No.
And they're trying to say it's only 6.8%, when it seems like everything you buy is double. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's getting worse too. It's a mess, man. That whole Democrat Party is a joke.
Yeah. The average family, which I think is higher than this, they say the average family is going to cost them $4,000 more every year just to survive. So, and that's 50%, more than 50%, I think, of Americans that work and pay taxes, they get all their money back at the end of the year. At least 50% of them.
Yeah.
So even those people, it's costing $4 grand a year. Cost of living has gone sky high.
Yeah. I don't know what to say about it, man. It's a mess. We're the whole country's in a mess because.
Yeah. How do people eat? How do they afford to eat?
Well, a lot of things have slimmed down. Have you noticed?
Yeah, we're all on a diet now. It's called Build Backwards Better.
I told my husband.
You know what? I had Pasanki was just given a news conference, a press conference or whatever, like she does every day, and she's blaming the inflation on corporate greed. It's not their fault. It's the corporations charging too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was
That woman is the queen of misinformation. They think we're stupid. Hey, did you guys see Joe Biden made an appearance via Zoom call on the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon? And Biden said that his approval rating is so low because of all the misinformation out there.
Well, where was that coming from?
Yeah.
Where was the misinformation coming from?
Read between the lines, guys. Joe Biden's approval rating isn't good because of all the truthful stuff that we can see with our own eyes. You know what I mean? Don't believe your lying eyes, I guess.
It's like 35%. His rating is 30, and you have to wonder about those 30. He'll never go below that, you know, because they're the total idiots of the country.
They did a poll recently where I think They were asked, who do you want to run again? And they gave them a list of all these people, and Biden only got 18%. And these are Democrats. Only 18% of Democrats want to see Biden. She got 12%.
12.
Stacey Adams got 2%. So Biden apparently is, he's the truth teller. So Jesse Smollett, he was a victim of white supremacy, according to Biden.
According to BLM, too.
Yeah, and Kyle Rittenhouse was just a white supremacist that hated black people and was a terrorist.
Well, Smollett's life has been, oh, well, no, he has just been a victim of racism his whole life. That's what led to all this, the poor guy.
Hey, all we're missing is Joe Biden to step in and stick up for,
What about the red car?
stick up for
The SUV.
Mr. Alec Baldwin.
When are they going to charge the SUV? Remember the SUV they don't talk about anymore?
Yeah.
Didn't
Well,
fit
whenever a
the-
black guy in Wisconsin runs over a bunch of white people on purpose, then they'll just skip that topic
Yeah, they don't
altogether.
talk
They
about
don't
it
talk about
anymore.
That's
that.
gone. That's in the dumpster now.
Yeah, when was the last time you heard any news on
Yeah,
that?
nothing about it.
Nothing.
What about Smollett?
Sweep it under the rug.
What about Smollett getting the city of Chicago suing him for what, $400,000 or something?
Yeah.
For they want their money back.
So he gets sentenced in like a week or so, week and a half.
Yeah, he's going to get 3 years, maybe 5.
A lot of people think he's not going to get nothing, but I think he's going to get something.
Either 5.
Give him 5
with,
years.
3 to 5 with
He'd probably like it in prison.
2 months per year.
He'll drop the soap every time he touches it on purpose. Right?
You're not allowed to go online.
Joe Biden, his whole campaign was based on the Fine People hoax. Remember that?
He's going to unite the country. That's one thing
Yeah.
he did. They united it against him.
Oh, I guess Biden was right on that. It's the only thing he was right on. He united us. We all hate him now.
Yeah, we all hate him.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. The whole world hates him. Let's go Brandons around the world. I mean, and the college kids are back to, F Joe Biden.
Yeah. So Biden telling everybody that he doesn't control the gas prices as he's shutting down pipelines and you're basically making it impossible to get a permit to pump oil or do any fracking around here.
Thrown out of the court.
And and we're buying our gas from overseas.
Gas
That's his
prices
choice.
have gone up.
Yeah, but
He wants OPEC to sell us more oil cheaper.
Never happened.
But for some reason, he won't pump it in Texas.
No, the court threw that out. He's got to let him pump. He's got to let him pump on the
Yeah, but
federal
Biden
land.
doesn't listen to the courts.
He's got to. because-
Stay in Mexico. The courts told him he had to reinstate that 2 months ago,
The
and he's
Democrats
still
do
not
They're
doing
whatever
it.
they
working
want.
on it.
They do what they want.
They do whatever they want.
Gas prices have gone up 87% since the insurrection of November 3rd, 2020.
Yeah.
87%.
It wasn't really insurrection.
No,
just
that's
what they
an.
called it.
That was an insurrection.
Oh, what they
the
did.
election.
Yeah. They
Not-
did. Yeah.
What
yeah,
we
yeah.
did,
Not
that was a
January.
protest.
Yeah, my
They got
fault.
So that protest that they go into the Capitol.
You know,
It's coming out.
Pelosi has
The federals.
2,000 hours of body cam footage from those police
They won't
officers. She won't release it.
No.
How come we don't get a judge to force them to release that footage? Because that'll
Show the FBI and
that'll show everybody what really happened, what the
the truth.
FBI were doing in there.
Homeland Security.
And the police killed more than one person that day.
Well, Trump offered all kinds of security.
Yeah,
prior to
10,000
that.
National
He
Guard.
offered all kinds of help, and
Yeah.
she said no.
Yeah, it was her fault. It wasn't Trump's
Because
fault.
it
setup.
interfered with her plan.
Yeah. Yeah, Trump said to protest peacefully.
Yeah, he was going to send 10,000 National Guard in there.
Exactly.
To keep the Capitol building safe.
Right.
They-
Yeah.
the Pelosi
Joe
did
Biden is
everything.
blaming the media for not covering him well. There's people in the media that are saying, and Biden's saying it too, that he's not getting fair coverage and that they're treating him worse than they did Trump.
Yeah, right. See that CBS reporter in the White House now? She's right behind Ducey with the questions he won't answer. She's the one who yelled, "Are you going to answer our questions?"
A CBS reporter?
Yeah.
Biden had a meeting with all of the major
She's the one
networks,
leaking all this.
secret meeting, and they're going to shill for him now. You can tell when you watch CNN, MSNBC, ABC, NBC, all these stations. They're trying to shill for Biden. They're trying to convince everybody that inflation's a good thing. Yeah, paying more for stuff. That's a good sign. Brenda, Biden says the only reason his approval rating is down so low is because of all the misinformation about him out there.
You know what happened?
Yeah, the leftists are putting out a lot of, you know, wrong information. He hasn't done jack nothing since he's gotten in office. It's to make all the gas prices go up, inflation go up.
Well, that's not his fault. That's corporate greed, according to Pasanki.
Yeah, but who do you think is saying yes to all the corporate wants?
Hey, the Border Patrol guys whipping immigrants when they were on their horses. That's, I guess that wasn't misinformation.
Come on, they got a horse. They have the reins to control the horse. Somebody gets too close, I wouldn't blame them, because if they spook the horse or something, they could hurt the horse and the rider.
Do you think Biden has said, name one thing that he said that's been truthful? Can you think of one thing that he said was truthful?
I can't think of one thing I could understand him saying.
The only thing that he ever said that was truthful that I can think of is he's got hairy legs. And he likes, he likes kids rubbing his hairy legs. That was probably pretty truthful.
Yeah, well.
Other than that, I can't think of anything else.
Yeah, but you don't see it because the news media, the main news media, hides all this.
Yeah.
If you want to get information, you have to go look for it. And you have to be careful what sites, because some of them are Democrat sites pretending to be, you know, conservative.
And if you Google
that
something,
life.
you got to be careful too, because Google also shills for him.
Yeah, but I use DuckDuckGo when I'm looking for
idea.
something. No, I hate Google.
Hey, follow me on Rumble, dang it. I'm not censored there.
Yeah.
Do it!
Do it!
Hey, what about the misinformation about the border? Biden and Pasanki, they blame Trump for the problems that we're having at the border. Trump fixed the border, you idiots. Biden's never told anything truthful, probably in his entire life. Joe Biden is the king of misinformation. That's why we hate him. This Democrat don't know how to drive. Most of them don't. Let's go, Brandon. Hey, we have these Let's Go Brandon rallies twice a week. Y'all should get out here. We're making flag waving fun again. Every Tuesday here in Castleberry at 436, 1792. And every Friday in Orange City, Saxon Boulevard, Enterprise Road, from 3 p.m. till dark. So get your butts out here. Do it!